Hello, everybody, and welcome to What's Left of Us, the TTRPG podcast where a bunch of us get together and play a little bit of. Today it's Basements and Big Lizards.
Yay!
And it has been for quite some time, so I don't know why I'm making an exception about it being today, except for the fact that I always mess up my intro somehow, and so going on a little ADHD tangent is par for the course. Hello, everybody.
But today we're playing the 5th edition of Basements and Big Lizards.
Yes, with the extra lizards. Yes,
that's several.
Yeah, I mean it's gonna be. I'll go into that side tangent in a minute. That brings up a good thing. There's another edition on the horizon. We are playing a role-playing game. And what that means is everyone at the table here has consented to a whole bunch of little different scenarios, and they trust me to guide them, and or they have tools in which to tell me, hey, this isn't cool, can we stop this? Or this is great, do more of this. And usually that is along the lines of, what the fuck, Jay? But you at home don't have that opportunity. So if anything on screen makes you feel weird or upset or anything like that, please feel free to duck out and duck back in as the need requires. We are going to be playing today as we usually do for a couple of hours, and then we will have immediately afterwards a table talk sequence where we get together on a couch that is in a metaphorical space, not unlike the back rooms, and we answer your questions and questions from each other, usually along the lines of, what the fuck, Jay?
My couch is real. I don't know what you're talking about.
That's right. Your couch is real because you are, of course, very real. You exist in the 2D space, giving everyone paper cuts.
Hey.
Let's see here. The VOD is available immediately afterwards, and you might notice, anyone on the channel, that we are starting to get more edited stuff back out again. Essentially, the breaks are edited out, the beginning roll is edited out, and there's a couple of fixes for this sort of thing. That is being done currently by our good friend Jinx, who is away on hiatus right now, and will hopefully be returning very soon. But she is she's responsible for all that new edited stuff coming onto the channel. So please give her a thank you in the comments, and see where that goes. What else?
We are extremely close to hitting 2,000 subscribers. So if you haven't already, you should do that.
That's right. Listen,
people subscribe to the YouTube channel. So
if we hit that big 2K, I don't know what I'm going to do. Probably thank you all at the very least.
He's going to start a NBA 2K playthrough on career mode. That's what it's going to be.
I play the NBA Streets and NBA Jam. Thank you very much. Much more arcade, but more fun experience.
There. Yeah, I agree.
Mm-hmm.
Is that the one where you can play as the Looney Tunes?
No, I don't think so.
Listen,
It'd be cool though.
I will load up a Sega Genesis and we will play Space Jam. It's it's perfect. It absolutely will. Charles Barkley every time. Man, talk about tangents. In the chat, speaking of people who keep us on track, the mods, Slybox23 and pronouns in my bio, or Sam, they are keeping us safe from all intruders and bad things. So if you are naughty, they will hit you with the banhammer. And if you need any specific questions that aren't about the gameplay that you can hold till later, they will attempt to answer as best as they can. Both of these people are also creators in their own right. Sly is a wonderful craft creator, and Sam does some crafts in addition to being his own wonderful DM himself. So please go out and check their stuff if they can. The bots might be a little weird, but still, program a new YouTube bot. It's in the calendar.
I wrote it on my planner for next week.
It's in Stars Trello. That means it's biblical. It is going to happen. We're getting a better bot.
The Trello rules all.
The Trello rules all. I mean, honestly, if I'm really good at it, I can even get rid of Restream, because you can just dual stream natively in OBS now. So
I forget that every time.
If your internet can handle that.
My internet can. Yep. Hopefully.
My ISP goes out anytime it rains. So.
Well, that's because you're in America.
So true. So true.
Famously poor country, the United States. And a famously great telecom infrastructure, Canada.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
amazing.
I just realized that we're 2 for 2 Americans versus Canadians today because Zoe's not here.
Finally, the ratio evens out.
Oh
Right.
no!
well,
Now we
the
have to
ratio
fight.
evens out like whenever we got a full squad though, because Jinx.
Oh yeah,
and
that's true. That's
Zoe
true.
yeah.
Right?
Now we're
And,
just doing a tag team instead of
no,
a 6-man.
it's
That's
easy.
all.
We'll
True.
just pull out the hockeyisms. We'll jersey you and check you into the boards and leave you drilling on the side.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna 5-hole on you, buddy.
Yep. It'll be great. It'll be great. I think that is all of the things I usually preamble about with some extra flavor involved. I think what I was gonna say is, for those of you wondering, I did of course have to pick up the new edition of D&D because I have other stuff
New
on the
edition
side.
of what?
Basements and Big Lizards.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I was using a proprietary term that I use for it. Yeah.
Sounds silly.
It
Sounds
does.
like a silly thing that nerds do.
Basements and Big Lizards are much better, snappier title.
Yeah.
Anyway, so the new edition of Basements and Big Lizards is coming out, and I absolutely had to get a copy because I am a professional game runner and I have other games that are going to be using it, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So what's going to happen is when I do get that, which is I think in a couple of days, anybody on in the game here is going to be able to change over to some of the new classes. For instance, the new version of Eldritch Knight for the fighter is very good compared to what it is now, especially. So there's that. I don't think Bard actually changes all that much, honestly. I mean, it does have really good changes. It just, I don't think it still kind of feels the same. So I don't know if you're going to want to change over at all right further. And then of course Warlock has some interesting changes, but we will talk about that whenever we have. And so,
oh boy, I can't wait to hear about it for the first time.
There might be some new things that the players can do at that time. Don't worry about it. Honestly, I don't know if it'll matter at all because I homebrew everything like crazy anyway. So I think everybody is just going to think it's something I'm doing. So yeah.
Well, there's also a potential Emery respec coming down the pipeline, so we'll see.
That is true. That is true. Who could say? I do.
Depends on how the next few sessions go.
That is correct. So, without further ado, let's start the recap, and I'm going to go to the map to do that. Who remembers what happened last time?
We were at the circus.
Circus bullshit.
We were at the circus.
I got tricked into going and running a shop.
Oh yeah, you got tricked. You didn't just do that because you wanted to.
Nope.
Wasn't your ultimate heart's desire.
No, I definitely didn't want to just sell bloody clothes to strangers.
You're so in love with capitalism.
And you taught
I just
the
wanted all the
crab-
money.
Yeah, you taught the crab about the idea that it's good to predate on people who are weaker than you, and that didn't have any consequences at all.
Yeah.
Yeah,
oh,
so
I'm not sure if we mentioned during the beginning. We're down to Zoe today because she got a surprise visit from in-laws, I guess.
it was very last minute. It wasn't necessarily a surprise, but it was very last minute. Yes.
Oh, she told me she was avoiding the in protest after you declared that you were going to kill her dog.
Oh, yeah.
Had to.
I didn't declare I was going to kill her dog. I heavily implied it, but I didn't say.
Twirled your mustache and said, "Mwahaha."
I did. I was
it was
cartoonishly.
Canine will
And you were
fall.
like wearing that scary cape and everything.
Mhm,
Yeah,
I
it
will
was
get
kinda
you and your
fucked
little
up,
dog too.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah. So that is the other thing that happened. Essentially, the party, upon leaving the tower, was enveloped by a portal to another realm, essentially, and wandered in to a clearing, and suddenly did not have Henry or Maldris with them, and suddenly there was a circus, and it was informed that Henry had been given as payment to enter the circus. Of course, fayish tricks, as per usual. To get Henry back, you have to go in and experience the circus. Don't worry, it's just you're just experiencing it. You gotta have fun, let loose, eat a fish stick, wear a t-shirt.
Do they have fish sticks at the circus?
Why
I
not?
thought funnel cake, but
It's more of a fair thing, I think, or like an amusement park thing. Circus is like corn dog, popcorn,
It is.
that kind of thing.
Let us go and find some cornered dogs.
If you
I
want to
see those
feywild corn dogs, sure.
Yeah, what's a feywild corn dog look like, Jay?
It's a literal dog made out of corn.
Oh, so it's your dog.
It's my dog. It's the corn dog.
That needs to be your channel mascot now.
We'll just make a little corn hound on the bottom.
Yes.
Wanders across saying thank
He's
you for
got
the
it.
subs.
Give us a pet corn hound.
He's got an
Listen,
irrigation
If someone wants to animate me a little corn dog alert that walks around on the bottom of the screen thanking people for subscribing.
Oh, if my iPad were not upstairs.
Where's Rose? I know she's watching.
I know. Listen, this is I haven't had animated alerts in a while. It's old streamer days. Okay, so the last bit of this was that the party decided to go into what appeared to be the safest place possible, a chamber of mirrors wherein you can ask one secret for free, and the thing would give it to you. Very first to enter, Timothy, getting her questions answered on certain topics, which of course are hers, and she will of course tell people when she is ready. And that gave me the ability to send in the hound for the final bit and give a nice dramatic question as to how much time our pooch has left. The answer, not long. Vague, but ominous. My favorite type. And now we come back to the both of them exiting the tent. And here we are.
So, how was it? Was it everything you dreamed of?
It was... I mean, it gave me the truth.
That's good. The truth is good.
How do you know it gave you the truth?
Yeah, I personally wouldn't trust something like this as far as I could throw it.
Well, I mean, it's the Feywild, right? So when they say something specific, it has to be beholden to that, right? That's the idea about a Fey promise.
Yeah, but you understand the concept of dramatic irony, right? Like they're going to phrase it in a way that misleads you.
What's dramatic irony?
So it's like you expect imagine you really need a knife and you have 10,000 spoons.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine.
Oh, that's ironic.
It is. This is dramatic irony. Yes.
I'm not sure that's what dramatic irony is, and I know very specifically because there is a story I am thinking of in my head from when I was in writing class in art school, but I'm not going to ask me about it at the table talk, and I will tell the story. It's so stupid. Dramatic irony is when the audience knows something that the characters do not.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
But in that case, Rathgurther is dramatic irony.
Rathgurther is not a learned woman.
She never learned how to read.
Exactly. How would she know?
So anyways, if you guys don't want to go in there, we could go around. Look, there's stages over there. If you want to put on a little play, apparently, Rathgurther.
How would I do that? Plays? No. The plays are for people whose lives aren't exciting, and mine is. So I don't need that, and I don't want to watch it or be near it.
Oh, but you can get up there and tell a story, though.
Nope.
Yeah, I mean, you seem to love yapping about yourself.
No, I'm very modest. I'd prefer not to.
That's true. Rathgurther's very modest.
Some might say the most modest.
Rathgurther is the most modest in all the land.
Indeed, no one is more modest than Rathgurther.
That's right. Right.
Known from here to far for her modesty.
There's a whole play about Rathgurther being modest.
Oh yeah, that's right. Honest Rathgurther. That's what they called it.
I'll have to take your word for it because I don't watch plays, as I've said. But if it's telling my story truthfully, then indeed.
That is true. I heard it was written by a Fae.
Mm-hmm.
I'll have my lawyers look into that.
I think if I just went up there and just like did some slam poetry, they'd let us go. They'd consider that an experience.
That would be an experience.
Absolutely, I do, and I encourage you to do that.
Star, if you happen to have slam poetry in your back pocket right now,
It's just gonna be Emery going on a fucking rant about how people suck.
we'll just play a slow
just one of
bass
those
beat
days.
behind it. Just
And the world sucks.
no, we'll
Fuck
put it
the
on
system.
YouTube, and the alt-right will pick it up immediately.
Yeah, because they know it's so good, right?
That's right. Yeah,
Emery
that's
They,
why
they
they
love
fix
slam
it.
poetry.
They're very perceptive. So the question is, what are folks doing? In front of you still is the Mirror Palace. There are, of course, a couple of other places. You see a palm reader. You see the stages, the open stages. You see more food carts. You see what appears to be in the distance. You can hear the sound of animals. There might be like a zoo. You know there's a fight pit here because the guy at the beginning told you.
I am a little bit curious how the palm reader would read my claw.
That's
I kind of
true,
want to
you
see that
don't
too,
have a palm
actually,
on
now
that
that you've
hand, do
mentioned
you?
that.
Well, I do have the one. It's just very tiny, but you know.
You don't think that the palm reader like reads your palm by like taking it? You've already lost one hand. I know
Yeah,
it grew
but like
back.
I've grown it back
Wait,
before.
wait, okay, out of character though, we give the
Ooh.
palm reader the disembodied hand.
Yes, yes. No, I like this idea. Let's do that.
Just take
I
it
gotta
out.
check up in my. I gotta check out.
Just be like,
check-
hey, what does it tell you?
Yeah, I gotta check out my little mushroom buddy anyway. So, for all we know, that's what he was referring to. The voice was referring to when Sparks was asking how much time is left. Is how much time is the mushroom got left to incubate? So
That's right.
I
This is
like
a
the idea of
coherent
a-
and well thought out campaign.
I have
This
a
is-
question.
Yes.
If you cast a mage hand, can they read that?
That's a good question.
Amazing.
You should see. See, listen, there's lots of
Well, it
stuff
looks like
going
you're
on
going to
here.
disappear in 60
I
seconds.
love
I
that-
don't know what to tell you.
It's really
I love
weird.
that we ended the last episode with like serious, dark, like, oh god, dramatic, and now we're just like, palm reader, read my crab claw.
Oh! Here's an idea. What if I transform into the shapeshifter, what is like imitating Emery, and have it read their palm?
What are you getting at?
I don't know. See what the guy. I guess it wouldn't really work because it would still be my
mean,
palm. But
Emery's palm, Amelia's palm. Amelia is not a shapeshifter. She's just a timeshare right now. That's actually Amelia's body.
Oh.
That's my flesh suit,
Yeah.
and it's being piloted by
a bunch of ghosts running a
several
train.
fucking
Yeah.
people.
Yeah.
I guess during all this, I'm just kind of like looking at the tent with the fucking hollow mirrors in it. And I'm just thinking, it's like, the DM wants me to go in there so fucking bad.
all it does is it gives you one free truth. That's it.
I guess I'm going to look up and down at the two, Tim and Sparks. And it's like, they're obviously shaken, but like, do I see any signs that like anything meaningful has actually been taken from them? Or does this thing actually seem like maybe it's free?
Give me an insight check.
I'm so good at
Or an
those.
arcana, I suppose. I suppose
That
you
is
could do
an
arcana.
well, okay. If it's an arcana, it's a 10. It's an insight, it's an 8.
That's not good at all.
No, it's I rolled an
No.
8.
They seem normal to you.
Yeah, I love it when things seem normal and nothing weird is happening. I mean, that's probably the easiest fucking thing, isn't it? Just go in, have an experience, and then come out.
Yeah, I mean, you're probably not going to get hurt. So
She's just like sitting there, literally just grumbling.
I was going to say, did the grudge come?
No, that was an
the
actual
call?
noise that I made.
Ah,
Yeah.
I'm surprised at you, Emery. I thought of you of all people would be willing to hear a hard truth.
I just don't trust face shit. And neither should
No,
any of you, for the record.
No, I don't, but you know, we have to do some fey shit, and this seems like the least destructive option.
Yes.
Yeah,
The
I
promise
guess.
is one free truth.
I feel like there's something that's being implied here that I'm not picking up on, but
If we want more, it's gonna cost us our fingers or some shit.
How many fingers per truth?
Good question. What's the
guy-
ratio?
the
hold
guy
on,
at
I
the
have a
front
whole
is-
hand.
The guy at the front who runs the booth is like, we don't take fingers. Or
What do you take?
why would you jump to fingers?
Would they need to
That's-
be my fingers, or could I cut off
Oh,
someone
God.
else's fingers?
I suppose.
Oh, that's
you
true. I could just distribute one to everybody.
It's a
suppose-
5-finger discount, and you just like take out the hand.
That's a lot of spare fingers. So you could, I suppose.
So you do take fingers.
I mean, I personally take fingers. The booth does not.
What does the booth take? Okay, look, I forgot there was a dude out here. Then I'm gonna pepper him with questions.
Sure.
Um,
Hello.
Okay. Hello, random civilian that I forgot was here until seconds ago. Hi.
You can't quite identify what exactly he is. He looks, the closest thing he looks to is like a hobgoblin. He's like a little hairy. He's about your size. He's got like a little like a little puggy sort of face.
What's the catch here? What's
There's no catch. Like the whole point is that it's a free, untethered truth. You have no strings attached. You don't get anything messed up or anything fayish for it. There has to be in order for us to bleed into the material a little bit, we had to give some free things. So there's usually experiences dotted around that has to be untethered and free. But you want more questions answered, more truths can be given.
What's the cost for that? Just so I know going into this.
Oh, it's nothing much.
Tell me with words.
For each truth, you have to give something that is true.
Oh, well, then I'm out. I can't tell the truth at all.
This
I was gonna
this
say
is
this
why-
guy should do slam poetry because he's the
Mhm.
one with the confusing words.
This is why people don't like Fey people. Because did you hear? I think it was implied when my companion here said, explain with words, that she meant to explain clearly. And what you've done is you've obscured it with yet more Fey bullshit.
Me?
Yes, you.
No.
No, you know that you did. Don't like. Look, I get your whole deal. Like you're trying to be coy, but like we get it. We know. We see what you're doing. You're not slick.
Right. I don't know. Okay, so how many Fae people do you talk to on a regular basis?
Too many, quite honestly.
Really?
This conversation is bringing the average above acceptable levels.
Right. I don't know if you know this, but we have sort of like a coy reflex. You know, it's very
Okay,
hard
we'll
to
turn
beat.
it off.
Well,
I
no,
have a reflex where if someone hits me in the knee, I kick them. So
Right, it's like that. You see, it's very hard for me to not do it. So
yeah, so if you don't want to get kicked, use real words.
I did use real words. I even spoke in common instead of Sylvan. And that's very nice
Okay.
of me.
Actually, do I speak Sylvan? I do not. I speak Elvish. Shit.
Mhm.
I was gonna say, it's like, oh, I could be tricksy here, but I can't.
Who could say?
Well, he said what he said, and it is what it is. So I'm going to go in there and get the lottery numbers, okay? I'll be
Okay,
right
Dr.
back.
Seuss, go have fun.
Vernon walks in and immediately disappears.
I guess we'll see
Where-
what happens.
Not again.
Go to the mirror room, everybody. Vernon, you appear in a room. Where is it? Wop. Let me put when all players. Wop, wop. Vernon, you
I imagine part of the
appear.
mystery is where is it? So
Yes, in a room surrounded by mirrors that do many, many things. Make you big, make you tall, make you fat,
Ooh.
skinny, different races.
Oh, I do love
all
myself rotund. That
interesting
is really
stuff, right?
interesting.
It's not a bad look, honestly.
Yes, king
And then
crab indeed.
And then finally,
And crabs
finally,
get that?
well, they get
See,
big.
look, I'm king crab here. I'm a spider crab here.
Wild stuff. And then, of course, the very center of the room, flanked by two torches, you see a very obviously important mirror.
This is obviously important. Mirror, mirror on the wall, what are the numbers of the lottery ball?
For a second, nothing happens, and then in comment on the mirror floats up, be like, "Are you sure that's what you want to ask?"
Well, I suppose I should ask something else, like what I can do to prevent the giant crab god in my brain from eating the rest of the universe. But, I really, being behind that shop till just, oh man, I really got the itch for money again. But let's do the crab thing instead. That feels a little bit more pressing.
What's the question?
Oh, how do I stop this giant crab monster in my brain from eating the rest of the universe?
The mirror takes a few seconds, and then words come up. That is a multi-layered question.
Okay, how many fingers do you need?
There are two. There are two cogent answers for this one question.
Okay.
2 fingers.
Is that the
No.
truth he's being given? That's not.
No. There
Sounds
is
more like
the
a
truth.
riddle.
The question is, the mirror requires clarification. Do you want the self-destructive answer or the constructive one?
Ooh, I don't really want to self-destruct. I do kind of like being alive. So let's go with the constructive one.
A few more seconds pass, and then words appear in common on the mirror. You are more connected than you think. Live a life that is true, and the crab will follow.
Smear's just being a therapist.
Listen, when you tell truth, it ends up being therapeutic half the time.
Think of your anxieties like a crab.
Yeah. Take all of your
So wait.
anxieties, put them in a crab.
If I understand,
And then that
this,
crab will be so fucked
And
up.
then just let that crab just scuttle away into the ocean.
if I understand this prophecy, the fate of the universe depends on Vernon being a good person.
Ah, shit, we're screwed.
Hey,
On the plus side,
capitalists.
I'm too dumb to be evil.
That's true.
I love my anxiety crab.
Wonderful stuff. Are you going to ask any more questions?
Well, that's going to require a finger, and I didn't bring the hand with me, so I guess I could ask if what the self-destructive answer would be, just for clarification. But
You must give something that is true to receive another truth.
Tell him what color your hair is.
I don't know if that's going to work.
It's
Mysterious
true.
voice in my head.
It's a true thing. They did not specify what level of importance the truth had to be.
Okay, that's
Feywild
true.
the Feywild, my friend.
That is
Yeah.
true. That is true. I am not smart enough to take part in a conspiracy.
The words that you say literally appear on the mirror and then are swallowed into the misty darkness on the panel.
Mm-hmm.
He's starting to get a plus to his intelligence now.
First of all, stop reading ahead. Second of all, Vernon, yes, you do gain +1 to your overall intelligence, bringing you to a +2
Oh
bonus.
my god.
Two
Amazing.
intelligence, you said?
Yes.
Okay.
So you are now
cool.
at 14 intelligence.
All right. All right.
And more importantly, you can no longer remember any of the times you leaned on being too stupid to form a conspiracy.
Mm.
You have given what is true. What is your request?
What would the self-destructive variety of that question be?
Without
The
any
self-destructive answer.
hesitation at all,
Oh wow, we got the
the
fiber
quick
optics
answer.
on this thing.
Yeah. Words in common appear on the mirror's surface. Destroy yourself, and the crab has no hold on the material.
Hmm. That's That's very interesting. Now I want to know what happened to that other Fey thing that I dragged into the abyss.
Does the crab have any reaction to this?
That's a good question.
Crab's like, hey.
Mhm.
Hey.
Couldn't help it
Hey.
over here.
Question. Yeah.
You know, I kind of live in your head. I kind of see everything you
That's
see. Hey.
Do you?
Vis-a-vis the killing us both thing.
Yeah.
We
Do
can
you
circle
reach
back
out
to
to the
that.
crab?
Yeah, I think I'm going to commune with the crab and see
You
what happens there.
cannot. There's
That's
nothing there.
unfortunate.
Ominous.
Well, apparently being stupid had its benefits. That's unfortunate.
Do you leave or do you ask another question? This has to be a truth.
Yes.
For a truth.
Okay. I'm going to say I am smart enough to engage in a conspiracy now.
Vernon, you go back down to 13 intelligence.
Oh my god!
You no longer remember being intelligent enough to perform evil.
He just goes back and forth, getting more answers to more questions.
I have found the infinite money hack.
The loophole! The loophole!
So whatever happened to Tomas, this guy that we met back in Valasso, we kind of sent him to the fire realm or something like that, and I kind of tricked him into thinking that he could come out, and I don't know. I want to know what happened to him. Is he okay?
The answer comes back immediately, no. And a
I
more
should've been a little
long
more
answer
specific.
begins like scrolling up.
Boring.
TLDR.
Yeah.
Oh
Wait, you're going too fast. Oh, I can't read that quick.
Oh no! What happened on Camino?
I'm too stupid to read this
Oh,
fast.
If only I was, I don't know, 2 points smarter.
Right?
I'm 2 points too stupid to read what's going on. There's a truth for you.
Oh, I don't understand common anymore.
Oh god.
The burned child seeks those that wronged him.
Wonder who that is.
Well, good thing it wasn't us.
Yeah, it was obviously the people who, trapped the freaking giant fire spirit.
Yeah. So he is still alive. He's okay, and he's got a vengeful streak. Good to know.
And
Glad
it sounds
that
like
he
we've
got
given him
out of
purpose.
Yeah. So really, we did a net positive for him. That does not count as evil that I tricked him.
I'm sure all the burns he has just helped build character.
Yeah. Very, very scaly, injurious character.
Yeah, when
Lots
you get
of people
crispy, it
lead
holds
fulfilling
you up.
lives
Yeah.
covered in burns. Look at Freddy Krueger.
True.
Very fulfilling life.
Yeah, he definitely wasn't a ghost.
He fought Jason.
That's
Lest
true.
we forget.
Yeah.
That is
I
true.
can also make witty comments about this character. I have totally seen these films.
Oh, Star.
I
Oh,
sense
Star.
a marathon coming on.
Was he in Spider-Man?
This is like me having some Zoomer friends who I play with on occasion, and I make these references.
You calling me a Zoomer?
No, but yesterday I
I'm
made
offended.
a reference to the Secret of the Ooze, and none of them knew what I was talking about. I
Oh,
was
no.
so mad.
What are you talking about?
I'll call you a
Psychic
Zoomer now. I'll
damage!
call you a straight up Zoomer right away.
Born in the
Alright.
early 90s. Fuck y'all. I just don't watch films.
You know who Freddy Krueger is, though, right?
I do, but I haven't
okay.
seen the movies.
Okay, that's
Okay, we
fine.
can
As
fix
long as you
that.
know
We can
who
fix that.
he is.
They couldn't identify Toka or Razor, and I was very upset. And I was
What is that?
They're babies.
babies.
I have the full set of DVDs.
Listen, when I was growing up, my parents didn't let me watch things that were quote unquote gross. And I never went back and watched a lot of things.
See, this is why you now have a slime-based friend.
Yes.
Yeah. We can start
That
with
is
the best.
A
Nightmare on Elm Street,
definitely
number
led
3.
to B.
Mm-hmm.
It does not, however, relate to The Matrix, apparently, because I was allowed to watch that at 5 and was traumatized. Anyway, so...
Matrix isn't gross.
I mean, although there is a very goo-centric plot line at the very beginning.
True.
Mhm, Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I just saw a guy get a worm put in him, and I'd never recovered from that mentally. Anyway, Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah, we're
Um,
worried.
Not play Baldur's Gate 3.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
pardon me.
skipped that scene. Listen,
Now I'm thinking about the Power Rangers movie. Okay.
I wasn't allowed to watch that either.
It was wow, violent. Okay. Vernon, is there anything else you would like to ask the mirror?
Nothing that wouldn't trample on Emery's character, I don't think. But
No,
just for
do it
fun.
anyway. She's not here. Do it anyway.
Okay, so the truth that I'm going to give is I am too stupid to engage in a conspiracy once again. Can I do the same truth multiple times? I don't know what the rules
the
are
mirror
here.
says, "Nice try. I already have that truth."
Oh, okay.
it wasn't
Let's see.
true.
Let's see.
It's not true.
I can transform into a crab and then does so in front of the mirror.
You use your Tensor's transformation. You transform into your crab form. Mirror goes, "Holy shit!" Accepted.
Pretty cool, right?
And then you turn back into yourself, and you can no longer transform into your crab form.
No, that's exactly not what I wanted. Oh well.
What's gonna happen, dude?
Yeah, I don't
Wait.
know. That's a good point.
You've been decrabbed.
I just gave away my best part. Oh well.
Hypothetically,
Mm-hmm.
if you were to tell the mirror that you can no longer transform into your crab form,
Ah.
and we use this mirror essentially to grant wishes.
Again, infinite money hack. You're right. You're right.
Yeah, just tell the mirror I cannot do this thing.
Yeah,
and then
don't
suddenly
have
you
a
can do
million
that thing.
gold.
I don't have giant devil wings that I can use. She just like looks behind her.
Yeah. Emery does not have giant devil wings that she can use. Yeah, no. So I want to know what can we do to resolve this situation with Emery to get her back into her body and dissolve the timeshare occurrence happening right now.
There's a lot of answers to that question. It's a very complex.
I got time.
Buffering
Nah.
wheel.
Let's see. Yeah, buffering wheel.
You can always just send this in an email too. I mean,
Mirror blue screens.
You've fallen victim to the classic DM
I come
trap where
back
you-
out. I can't turn into a crab anymore, and also I broke the mirror.
I asked a too big a question. And then Emery's like, ah, shit, now I have to do slam poetry.
After a few moments, a few words do begin to appear in motion. There are very few ways in which your friend can reattain her original form. The clearest is to kill Amelia.
All right. That's it? Just
That's
kill Amelia? Okay. I can no longer turn into a crab? Is the truth that I'm going to give now?
That is correct. You cannot.
Mm-hmm.
The mirror accepts that truth. I love Faye shit.
All right.
I love Faye shit so much.
Now, one of two things just happened. Either you regained the ability to turn into a crab, or you have forgotten that you can't turn into a crab. So the next time we head into a situation where you want to do that, you're going to be really confident.
Watch this.
It's just not gonna work.
That's my secret cap. I'm always angry, and then
What sound do crab make?
yeah.
So what's your last question there, Mr. Vernon?
My last question is, oh god, I didn't actually have a last question. I just wanted to get my crab ability back.
You gotta ask for something that is true. You gotta ask for something.
Lifetime supply of popcorn.
Yeah. How do I balance having the most money in the world with being a good person?
Well, mirror.
Tell me the
Say that
truth.
a yard of yarn costs this much money.
Here's what you do. You start off with 1 tomato plant, and then you immediately
Just take a
basically it says the truth it gives you is that you cannot.
Hmm.
There you go. It's settled.
Okay.
Addendum: eat the rich.
Yes, I agree.
Now that you
Wait
have
a
your
minute.
crab form back, question mark?
Yeah.
That will be even easier.
Oh. All right, cool. Well, maybe my hunger is also gone then. Either way, that's all I've got.
No, Amelia is rich.
Yeah. Well,
Wonderful.
No.
You head out. I assume, Vernon, you head back out then?
oh yeah.
Perfect. Where is Vernon? There is Vernon. Vernon comes back out.
All right. Well,
You
I
were
don't
in
think
there
that
a
really
while.
changed anything for me. Pretty sure. Pretty sure nothing changed there.
What happened? You were in there a while.
Yeah, so I learned some stuff about like how to get you back to your rightful form.
Huh?
very
Wait,
generous
you
of
asked
you.
it about me?
Sure I did. I asked about everybody. And then I turn and look at Ravkurther.
Oh,
No, I'm just kidding. I just wanted to resolve this story arc. So
good joke.
thank you. I did pick up a couple points in charisma, whatever that means. But yeah, apparently the way to get you back to your rightful form is to kill Amelia, which, like, I don't know. That seemed like a kind of a tricky answer to me.
Why is she like super strong or something?
Well,
we
it's like she is Amelia, but then also like it's not like clear whether it meant like kill Amory or kill like Amelia, the body thing here. So,
I mean,
but yeah,
I mean, you've got a spare, so
yeah.
yeah, that makes sense. I guess step 1 would be getting the fuckers out of my old meat suit.
Oh, also, you remember Tomas from way back when? No? Okay. So back in the day, a couple of the weeks ago or whatever,
You
we
mean
were
that
in
teenager that was at the top of the
Velasco.
mountain?
Yeah, that's the one. The one what got,
doesn't ring a
burned
bell.
Yeah. So we sent him off.
Yeah, I don't know if I remember who this is.
told him that if he used this scroll, he could go to the fire realm or whatever and then come back. And if we're being honest, the scroll was not necessarily a teleportation scroll. It was just kind of like, a piece of paper that I forged. But anyway, he's okay. He's doing well, actually. Well, maybe not well. He's covered in burns and he's out for revenge. But he's alive. So there's that.
I have no idea who
Okay.
you're referring to. I don't remember any of that.
You don't remember? He was like that scrawny teenager guy at the top of the volcano. He was watching over the crystal.
Oh yeah, whatever happened to him?
I don't remember actually.
He went to hell and then now I just told you.
Why'd he do that? What a fool.
Well, yeah, I know. Well, it was to rid the place of the fire demon thing, fire spirit thing, and
You guys are gonna come face to face with Tomas, and he's gonna yell at you, and Rethgirth's gonna be like, "Why did you do that, though? That sounds weird. That
Who
sounds like
are
the
you?
weirdest thing you
What
could have
foolish.
done."
It's like, yeah, what'd you think was going to happen?
Yeah.
It's a ridiculous
Cool.
thing to do.
Also, I learned that in order for the crab thing not to eat the entire universe, I have to be a good person or kill myself. So
But if someone else killed you, it wouldn't work?
I don't know. I guess it would work either way.
Oh,
You can try it if you want, but like I don't think that's very intelligent. I'm not very smart though. I can't participate in a conspiracy.
We have wonderful resurrection services here.
Nah, I don't trust you. So sorry, no offense, but like
Probably a better choice.
yeah. I'm gonna try to turn into a crab in front of him.
Does it work?
It does not work.
Oh no!
Vernon, what are you
That's
talking
weird.
about? You've never been a crab.
Oh, well.
So we don't remember him being a crab.
Oh.
Hey, Vernon, What the hell are you talking about?
Oh, you know, I don't really remember. I just felt like I could do this thing where I was able to turn into a crab for some reason, and it was really cool. And I remember being hungry.
You sure that wasn't a dream you had or something?
Oh, it could be. When I fell out of the sky, I did kind of hit my head really hard. So,
Sometimes, men, the shit you say, you know,
mm-hmm.
I worry. I worry.
I might be concussed.
I like
Memory.
wave a finger in front of his face. Actually, no, I don't. I don't care.
With friends like these.
Crab man's concussed. Actually, I don't care.
Also, I don't know if she'd know how to. I don't know.
Several IQ points worth of improvement at this point.
Listen, I don't know if Emery would actually know how to tell if someone has a concussion. She's just watched people do that before. But she doesn't know what she's looking for.
Just like the Jedi mind trick.
Like, you do not have a concussion.
Oh, thanks. I appreciate that. I feel cured now.
So, is anyone else going to go into the mirror?
I'll go in.
Ooh.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. I enter Mirror Town.
You do indeed enter Mirror Town. Where's
See in the meta, if Emery found out that you could get your stats changed by just telling this mirror, I don't have a 20 in strength, you know she would do it.
Mm-hmm.
I can't bend steel bars with my bare hands.
No, I definitely can't do that.
Rathgrither walks in confidently, looks the mirror square, and says, "Who am I?"
Rathgrither.
She nods and looks relieved. And she says, I'd like to ask another question.
A truth or a truth?
I wasn't always Rathgrither.
That is not a truth.
Wait, hold on. My friends outside can't hear this, right? We're good. You have like a confidentiality?
This is a safe space.
Yeah, this isn't even my real voice. Like this is how I actually talk. Like what do you mean I wasn't always Rathgrither? I was always Rathgrither. No. I distinctly recall being another person.
It is not a truth.
My name was Penelope.
There was a Penelope. It was never you.
Rathgrither walks out enraged, and she looks at the man who runs the stage. She goes, "Your mirror is busted. It doesn't work. I told it some very personal truths, and it was like, oh, that's not true. Like, it would know. How would it know? It doesn't know anything. It's a stupid mirror. You don't know me. You don't know who I am."
Rath, it's okay. It's okay. I might have broken it by asking about Emery. It said
Yeah,
there
it's
was
probably
like a
what
very
happened.
long- Yeah.
My mirror is... First of all, my mirror is my boss. It's not mine. There is a captured truth spirit inside of it.
Maybe you should go check on it.
Okay, and he goes inside for
Does
a
it
minute.
pay
And
you? Like, how does that work?
he comes back out. No, it tells the truth. It tells the truth. I also can't remember my children's names now.
You had children? I didn't know that.
I don't know that now either.
I assure you, I told it something I know in my bones, and it said it wasn't true. It tried to trick me.
No, the mirror doesn't mess around with truth. Not what it does.
Hold on. So you told it something you thought was true, and then it just didn't give you an answer. It didn't actually cost anything.
That's correct.
I'm going in.
Very well. Leaving Rathgirther outside to stew for half a moment.
She is just pacing, like
Vernon's just gonna pat
completely-
her on the shoulder, like, it's okay, it's okay.
Emery, once again, you
Sup?
see yourself surrounded by various versions of yourself, big, tall, skinny, fat, the whole shebangle, and then the important mirror right in front of you.
Sup?
The sky.
All right. I guess we're doing this. I don't know if I can trust this, though. Because I'll be straight up. I have some shit I need answers to. And if you give me the wrong shit, a lot of the wrong people might end up dead. I need proof that this is legitimate. What you got?
What would convince you?
Hmm. You know, I hadn't thought this through very far.
What if I were to show you something that only you would have known?
I guess that works. What you got?
It resolves an image of you through your sister's eyes while you were both playing in the garden when you were very young. The treasured memory of yours, and it is perfect in every detail.
Okay.
My magic is truth and truth only.
Who's responsible for what happened to me?
Truth for a truth.
Nah, I thought I'd get a freebie.
You asked when you came in, what is up?
All right, that's bullshit, though. You know that's bullshit, right?
The mirror doesn't respond.
You understand that that is totally bullshit, right? Okay, here. Above table.
Mm-hmm.
My plan when I came into this room was tell it so-and-so did not betray me, or so-and-so was the one who betrayed me, to see what it said.
You can still do that.
Yeah, well, so that's the plan, because it's just like, I should just run down a list, or at least like just give it one. But if, because, okay, it takes truth. So if I pull this wrong, then, shit. Fey bullshit in my brain.
If you guessed correctly, you would just learn it and then instantly forget it.
Yeah. Maybe that's not the best idea. That's bullshit. You know that's fucking bullshit. Yelling at the mirror.
I love that.
Point
I
of
call
order?
you.
It's true that it's bullshit.
Yeah, of course. It's very true that it's bullshit.
Ergo,
Oh shit! You're right. No, the mirror would be like, "You're correct. That is bullshit. I accept the truth."
Yes! Infinite money hack. Here we go.
Let's go!
Thank you, Mildred. Bravo.
I love. He's like, wait. You know
I
what?
actually
All
thought
right,
that
sure.
you
I'll,
accepted that
I
as
don't.
the truth initially.
I don't know what just happened, but I'll take it.
So,
Same question. Who is responsible for what happened to me? If it was one person, if it was multiple people, I want all of it.
a name appears on the mirror, but you are having trouble seeing it. I need you to give me a wisdom saving throw.
Ah, shit. I'm real good at those. Okay, this dice already rolled badly today. I'm using the other one. Okay. Big money, no whammies. 18.
18. On an 18, it is not enough for you to hold it in your brain for very long. You can already feel it slipping away as if it was a memory not intended to be in someone's head. You know that when you leave this pavilion, you will forget it. The word on the mirror is your mother.
Didn't Tim Tam give you a yak back?
I was about to say, it's like, I have to have paper. What are you talking about? My mother's been dead for years. What?
A truth for a truth.
How did Emery... Okay, over the table. This is not me asking the mirror. She would obviously know this. How did Emery's mom die?
See, this is the fun thing. Because if you recall, neither of us ever talked about your mom.
Mm-mm.
We don't know.
Because, I mean, I just assume, she's not in the picture. Like, I was operating under she died when we were kids.
Sure.
Like, little kids.
Emery has no memory of what happened to her mother.
What the fuck? I'm out. I'm leaving. I'm walking away. I am just, when I get out of this fucking mirror room, I'm just walking. I'm not paying attention to anybody. I'm just gonna go find a fucking spot where no one can bother me, and I'm just gonna fucking...
Redgurther walks right back in.
Okay. Emery, as you leave the pavilion, the knowledge of what just transpired leaves your head.
She's still
That's
So, what'd
angry.
you find out?
Oh yeah,
She
you're
doesn't
angry.
know
You
why.
just don't know why. Rathgurther, you come back in.
You've got some fucking nerve.
That is true. I do have nerve. Truth
You
accepted.
de- Forgot what I was saying. Probably wasn't important. Why am I turning into a mushroom?
You are not turning into a mushroom.
You've always been one.
Do you see how that answer's not helpful?
I do see how that answer is not helpful. Truth accepted.
What is happening to me that is making me take on the characteristics of a fungus?
Your characteristics began as a fungus and were cloaked in that of a mortal being.
I hate your guts. That's my truth. That's my next truth.
Your hatred is noted as truth.
Hey, friend. What am I?
You are a thought form of the hero Rathgurther, given life by the memories of one Penelope, and morphed into real being by a large, sentient, multidimensional mushroom.
Oh. Well, I'm going to be honest. That's not the answer I was hoping for.
That is not the answer you were hoping for. Truth accepted.
It's fine, I guess. What happened to
Incredible.
Penelope?
Penelope was killed less than a year and 8 months ago.
And Rathgurther just goes quiet and leaves the room and stares into the middle distance.
And the mirror room is now empty. Welcome back to the circus, everybody. And with Rathgurther and Emery exiting the tent in various states of unrest, we're going to take a break real quick.
All right.
We're going to be gone for about 5 or 10 minutes while we get up and we get a drink and all that other stuff. So don't go anywhere. We will be right back. If you've been watching us this much time as well, please stand up, get yourself a drink, stretch. We will return in mere moments. Don't go anywhere. And welcome back, everybody. We have just come back to Rathgurther storming out, Emery storming out. We're going to have a little tiny bit of a retcon. Emery did not understand that when she left the tent.
No, Star didn't. Star didn't. I didn't know what a pavilion was.
No, it's okay. Pavilion's a little bit of a bigger word than a tent. I should have said tent rather than. So we're just going to say you wrote it down real quick.
Mm-hmm. I just I must have like a journal or something I could write on with. Sure. And I'll just in a fury just be like, well, I don't know what the fuck this means, but I'm just gonna basically write down is I'll figure out the exact wording if and when this actually works. But it'll just be like, mother is still alive, ? Betrayed me, ? How much what would Emery remember about her mother?
Absolutely nothing.
Curious.
Well, shit.
Normally, you remember a lot of stuff about your parents, so that strikes me as unusual.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, was she there when she was a kid? Because
you don't know.
What the fuck am I supposed to do with that?
You can make me a history check if you would like.
History is my best skill.
Excellent.
It's a 10. I rolled a 5.
Best skill. Let's go.
I have a +5 to it. The dice,
Do you happen to have an inspiration you can blow or no?
I do not. I mean, I do. I goes into the mirror. I don't have a point of inspiration.
That is true. You do not, and you still do not afterwards.
Vernon could be hanging around playing his hand drum if you want him to be.
No, I'm inside the tent when this is happening.
Okay.
Yeah, we're just gonna reverb that.
Then I'm going to be very, very not hearable.
Just for a quick moment, we are back inside the tent with Emery. Do you want to ask the mirror why don't you remember your mom?
Oh God, I do now, but I don't know what to give it.
Vernon can transform into a crab or can't transform into a crab.
How important do these truths have to be? Can it be anything?
Well, as you've seen, it can be almost literally anything.
I hate potatoes.
You do indeed hate potatoes. That is a fact.
That is a
now
childhood
you no
Star
longer
story.
know you hate potatoes. It'll be quite a fun thing for you to bite into a potato later.
Why can't I remember my mom?
A series of words scrolls onto the mirror and stops, but you cannot read it. Give me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh God, both of these dice have rolled real badly today already. Do I want the solid red dice or the red and purple dice?
Ooh, red and purple.
Okay. No. I'm gonna say a 3 doesn't do it.
Chat is doing something that chat has not done in quite some time. As in the corner of the mirror room, you see a hooded figure just appear. You have inspiration.
I forgot we could do that. I rolled the mental dice again, and I'm using the other set.
Mm-hmm.
No! That's a 3 again! Fuck you! I rolled the same number twice! Fuck that!
Oh man, the fakes really don't want you to know.
Shit! No! That's not fair! That's bullshit!
That is unfortunate.
No!
No refunds.
No refunds, huh?
Throw the whole fucking set out. Jesus.
You give a luck point? I don't know. Do you have lucky? Let me see.
No. I don't think I have any feats.
No, I don't think anyone in the party has any. That's not true. Rathgurther, you have inspiration you could give if you wish.
She's not here!
No, it works along party lines. It's just inspiration.
Well, yeah, but okay. Getting different dice!
The hooded figure just slaps their forehead and disappears. Yeah.
Emery's character just goes completely.
Everybody's character goes limp.
Yeah, different fucking dice now. These are my dice I call my Stranger Things dice because they're like this cool blue and black mottled red or
Ooh.
mottled, and then they have red coloring. And these are the dice that I use when we have a big boss fight in my home game because they always roll really well.
So you're using weighted
Well, let's
dice.
hope.
Hey guys, what's 3 + 3?
It is fate.
Unfortunately, Emery, this appears
Not
to
high
be a
enough.
truth that you cannot know.
This is the maddest I've ever been. This is the maddest
it's
I've
too bad
ever
you
fucking
didn't-
been.
Didn't tell Vernon what was going on.
Holy shit. All of Emery's character growth is out the fucking window. The black heart activates and she just fucking destroys the mirror.
Wait, I want to ask what I can do to get out from underneath Granny Ganesa's thumb. No.
Just tell the crab to eat her.
What crab?
Oh shit. Is it like, okay, how is it unreadable to me? Is it like I can't even focus on it? It's just like all foggy and fucked up? Or is it like
Make
or
me-
is it like solid but it's in a language I can't read?
Make me an Arcana check.
Which fucking dice am I gonna use? Because they have all betrayed me.
Use the digital.
Oh, there's your good roll. Now you have good rolls, you son of a bitch. It's a 21.
The 21. Okay. I said Arcana because something is tipping your brain off. Your magically trained brain. That this is an effect. It's not an effect of the mirror. The mirror is showing you language and your eyes are seeing it. You are physically seeing what it is telling you. Your brain is unable to hold on to it due to the effects of a large and far-ranging spell.
I jot all that down. I'm trying to think of just some fucking random food that she would hate.
With
I ate
a
Brussels sprouts. Why can't I read this?
You hate Brussels sprouts. Why can't I read this? You no longer understand that you hate Brussels sprouts. So, man, you're gonna have a wild meal later. The
Emery, I can't believe you just piled all those Brussels sprouts and potatoes onto your plate. That's really.
What do you mean?
The mirror responds. There is a spell that has been cast that is stopping you from understanding the nature of this particular issue.
I jot all that down. I hate beans. Who cast it?
Beans accepted. The Archmage, once known as the Black Staff in Waterdeep, cast the spell.
Is that a name that's familiar to me at all?
The Black Staff is a ceremonial position in Waterdeep, usually one of the most powerful mages. It cycles in and out. If it is a former Black Staff, then the likelihood is that it was the recently ousted Black Staff who gave up their position willingly.
I'm jotting all this down. I'm writing this all down. I feel like she's just going to start rattling off a list of like, I like this food, I hate this food. And she's just going to keep going until she gets all the questions she wants.
You have a fresh palate. No one knows what you like or don't like.
I mean, because like the way you're phrasing it is that she does not, saying that she doesn't like potatoes does not make her like potatoes. It just makes her forget that she does not like it.
Well,
so like,
that
it's
is-
not actually changing my taste.
But also, wouldn't that be good? Wouldn't you
Altogether.
prefer to enjoy more foods?
I mean, yeah, but I'm just saying it's like, if it's not changing anything, then I could just tell about literally every single one of my food preferences and
I
we
mean,
could just be here all
honestly,
day.
You're gonna have
You
to
don't
eat
really
healthy
know what
things.
it's doing to you, but not doing anything immediately. Anyway, And if it is,
Yeah,
it's
well,
only affecting the food you eat.
Mm-hmm. I'm just to save time. Every time I ask another question, I'm just rattling off a food she either does or doesn't like and feeding it to the mirror. Okay, what are some other ones?
I
though?
love corn dogs.
When she
I love
looks
corn
deep
dogs.
inside herself to establish what is true about her, she sees that she hates beans.
Listen, she's trying to think of shit. It's not what's defining her. She's specifically not giving any of that up. She's like, oh, well, yeah.
Who am
It's
I
just
if I
food
like
preferences.
beans?
It's like, this means nothing to me. My food preferences don't fucking matter. I can lose that, whatever the fuck.
Until you list one that you're allergic to, and then
Where's my mother now?
A word comes up that you cannot read.
Can I try and roll again?
Wisdom saving throw.
13.
13 is not enough, I'm afraid.
Damn it. How can I undo this magic?
A wish.
Seriously. So that wasn't a question. What the hell? What kind of effect is that? It needs a. Again, this is not a question. These are hypotheticals. It's like, what? I'm trying to think of anything else I should ask before I leave. How do I get my body back?
There are several answers to this question. The most direct is to kill Amelia.
What's the least? What are some other options?
A truth for a truth.
That you didn't answer my fucking question. We already knew that one.
Yeah, but
You gave an incomplete answer.
Nah, she gave the
English-
mirror gave
English-
that answer to Vernon.
English teacher would mark that as a bad grade.
Do you see a
incomplete
classroom
answer.
here?
I
No,
mean, you
but I
could
see
use that
some
as the
bullshit.
truth. You gave an incomplete answer.
Yeah. A truth. You gave an incomplete answer. Tell me the rest. What are other methods?
A wish.
Well, I don't exactly have a genie in my pocket now, do I?
Reincarnation.
Did that once. Sort of.
That is not a truth.
Well, that's why I said sort of, didn't I? This one's dumb, but I think she would ask it. How do I get the wings? How do I get the wings to work?
By realizing the truth.
All right, now that's bullshit.
That is indeed bullshit. However, we have already gotten that truth today.
No, this is a new specific genre of bullshit. New flavor.
You could
That
ask what the
specific
truth
answer is bullshit.
I'm trying to remember if this. No, because we had that whole episode where it was like in the dream sequence and whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think of how to phrase this so it's not a yes or no question. Because I'm trying to phrase it because I want to ask about, like, I stole this body from somebody. Is that going to cause problems later? And who specifically is that going to cause problems with? And hey, maybe I need to be aware of who this is so we can avoid them. Okay, yeah, I'll just phrase it like that. I know this is not a truth I'm giving you. It's part of the question. I know that I stole this body from somebody. And that there are people who are probably pissed off about that. Who are they?
Interesting. Do we have a moment?
Mm-hmm. He's looking up their names.
I am perhaps looking up names. It has been quite some time, actually. Let's see here. Is it in here? No. How dare I? Maybe it's in here.
I feel like this is one of the ways that you quote unquote win D&D. You get the DM to have to research shit
That is
mid-episode.
a little bit, to be honest, yes. I thought I had it pulled up, but apparently I did not.
See, I
am a
distracted
bad
you all
DM.
week by asking repeated lore questions about our Thursday game. I threw you off balance. Haha!
She did. Chat, she got me.
I have filled your thoughts.
I wonder if I... Oh, I know what I could do.
So how's everybody enjoying the Dungeons and the Dragons?
It's very enlightening.
Yes. Emery's gonna come out of this and just be like, "What?" Someone's gonna ask her, "What's your favorite food?" And she'll just be like, "What's food?"
I don't think I eat.
And he's like, "Yeah, I don't remember ever eating anything. Are we sure that that ever happened?"
I don't know if that's a word I've ever heard before.
Yeah.
Why is my stomach rumbling?
Having trouble
What dark sorcery is this?
I know I named this guy, so now I'm just going to have to give him a new name because I completely forgot it.
It was in the bonus episode
it
you recorded
was
for me. Do you still have that
indeed.
script sitting around?
I was trying to find it and I couldn't find it.
Listen to our bonus episodes on Patreon. Hey.
Yeah.
We got a few of those.
Is it on Patreon? I thought it was on our...
It's on mine at least.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah, I uploaded it a while ago.
It's in my patron area in my Discord, which if you support us through Ko-Fi or Patreon or my Patreon, you can get that. In addition, you can subscribe to our podcast and you can get all the fancy little stuff.
It was something with an X in it, and my brain keeps saying Parthenax, but that's a dragon in Skyrim, so I don't think that's what it was.
Well, the demon the devil's body who you currently inhabit's name is Ontalax. I just can't remember what her brother's name was. Sad.
I wonder if I still have that audio file on my computer.
Right?
Now it's a hunt.
Right.
Actually, I could probably look this up in my Patreon, maybe.
Ah.
Oh.
Nope. Shit.
Nope. We're still digging. Aha! Okay, I found it. Hang on. I'm going to listen to this real quick, maybe. Oh, it's 4 minutes long. Oh, Jesus.
Put it on 2x speed.
2x speed, let's go.
Talking, hang on. Carthalax.
Carthalax, thank you.
Jaycorn more like Jay Chipmunk.
Okay.
Literally the first word in that audio file.
So yes,
convenient.
The name Carthalax does indeed come up.
Well, that's ominous. Does that name ring any kind of... I mean, I guess if nothing else, that's something I would research after we leave.
Sounds like Carfax, but that's about it.
Check Carfax.
1-800-Carfax.com.
Don't give them free sponsorship.
Yeah.
Carfax sucks.
They owe us money now.
You hear that, Carfax? What's left of us is a gripe with you.
We have beef.
Which is weird because they deal in cars, not meat.
Yeah. Also,
I guess I'm just gonna write. I'm just writing all this down. I've probably filled 2 or 3 sheets in my journal at this point. I'm just gonna look it all over.
Sorry, I have to go through. What's up?
I was going to make a crack, but the time is past.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Fucking hate this Faye bullshit. And now she will leave.
Now she will leave. I gotcha. And then Rathgurther would go in and make her talk at the very end there, and then she comes out as well after she learns that she is a walking mushroom construct. And then, unless you have anything else you would like to ask, now that we're rehashing a couple of things.
Nope. I've learned a lot today.
Yes, you have. And then finally, Vernon, if you actually do want to go back in, now is the time.
Oh yeah, sure. Okay, so I want to do the thing. I'll go in there real quick and be like, my hair is black.
That is the truth. Your hair is black. Your hair is now no longer black.
Okay.
What color is it?
Roll
Please
a
make
d20
it
for me.
white.
Oh,
Okay.
turns like purple.
I
or
got
something.
a 10.
What's the most middling color we can think of, chat?
Gray.
Kind of just like a brown.
This is
What the
brown.
fuck? I don't
It
need
just-
this
it
kind of
just-
shit.
it
No,
goes from-
we all have brown hair, guys. Come on.
Yeah,
I know.
no, I like this. It goes from
Literally
being
the
like
statistic.
black to being slightly less black, just like brown.
Oh, okay.
Beige
Well, that's
hair,
not as
no.
cool as I thought it was going to be. I was
Beige hair.
expecting a rainbow, but okay.
We could use this to get a good makeover, though.
Very true. Very true. How do I get out from underneath Ganese's thumb?
There are several answers to that question.
What is
Okay.
color?
Is one of them murder? I guess I would need another truth for that. Never mind.
I mean, you could probably guess that yes, one of those is murder,
Okay.
right? Like that's an easy one.
But I have to be a
appears
good-
to be a
I have
You
to
can
be a
villain.
phrase
good
the
person, I
question
have to
like,
be a good
how do I
person.
do this aside from murder?
Aside from
Mm.
murder, how do I?
Aside from murder,
Manslaughter.
manslaughter. Do it
Involuntary.
accidentally instead of on purpose.
Just weaken the leg on a
Mhm.
bookshelf, and away you go.
Mhm. There are 3 pertinent answers that do not involve murder of Ganese.
What are they?
I need 2 more truths.
No. I'm sorry.
mm.
The question wasn't
said,
how many
how?
ways can he get out of this. It was how do I? So
Mhm.
in that instance, the truth would be all 3.
I see we're being lawyered here. Can Vernon, can you make a persuasion check to see if you can
Okay, one
lawyer or out silver tongue this fayish mirror?
That's a 26, so
Damn
I
it.
hope so.
At
know
least
that
one of us
rule?
is rolling well today.
There's a rule when you're running a game. Don't give your players the option for something if they could possibly get it and ruin your shit. I mean, okay. So
you
yes,
can always send it to me privately or something. I don't know.
no. It's okay. All three answers.
Okay.
The mirror is like technically correct, the best kind of correct.
Mm,
The first
business school.
and easiest is to flee, disappear, never contact her again.
Oh, that's easy enough. I've already started that process.
Harder than one would think.
Mm.
The second is the next easiest. Help her achieve her goals.
Okay.
Well, as soon as she is done, she will have no more need of you. The
Hurtful.
third, revolution. Take the children away from her.
All right. Well, I guess we know what the answer is. Run away. Thank you.
You're welcome. No one ever thanks me. They're always very mad.
You
Aw,
told the mirror, here's the truth, I like you. And then the
there you
mirror's
go.
like,
It's like,
Oh, no.
oh,
Here's
the
the
truth is
truth.
accepted.
My only friend.
You have a vast dearth of knowledge that is unrivaled by anyone else in this room.
No, the truth is accepted. The mirror folds in on itself.
oh God.
Oh, I'm never gonna learn
I
how to
get
get
it.
my crab form back now.
Well, I guess we just free that one guy of his fake contract. We should go tell him the good news. Hey, we broke your mirror, by the way.
Your
You're
boss
gone
is
now.
no more.
I'm also free.
I'm free.
Now it will be me who makes the prognostications, and he runs into the mirror room.
Oh God.
Quick, let's burn it down. Wait. No, hold on. That's not what a good person would do.
So, folks, what would you like to do now? You do see, once again, stages, palmistry, what appears to be some sort of animal tent, and a fight pit.
Is my journal still readable?
Some of it is.
You mean some of it? What do you mean some of it?
The parts relating
Prepositions
to
and-
yeah. The other parts of the journal that aren't affected at all by this particular thing, go for it. The parts
That's
where you
just like
specifically-
everything that's not related to her mom.
Yeah. So basically that something has happened with the former Black Staff.
I show it to Tim. Can you read this?
Her wisdom saving throw is real bad. No. He's like, wow, that's really interesting. It's all blurry.
Hmm. I show it around and just like everybody in the party is like, can any of y'all read this?
I'd like to try.
Wisdom saving throw.
Uh, 10.
10. No, you can't.
It would have been so fucking good if I did, though.
It would have
Wisdom
been.
saving throw?
Would have been.
You said wisdom?
It is wisdom, yep.
All right, 16.
16.
Yeah.
You can just fuzzily make out some things.
Oh, hang on. If you unsquint your eyes, just if you cross your eyes just like the right way, it's like one of those magic pictures. Hold on a sec.
The problem is that it sits in your brain for so little time, you can't really digest it at all.
Yeah, sorry. This is just giving me goldfish vibes for some reason. Like I just look at it and then it's just gone. Like I can read it and then it's just
Goldfish?
Yeah, you know how goldfish have like a very small attention span? Like
Okay.
I'm not smart enough to encompass myself in a conspiracy, so like I can't also hold memories very long.
Are you or aren't you anymore? We've kind of. I don't even think Brennan knows
I
what a
don't even
conspiracy is
know
anymore.
Also, what do
Well-
you think of my new hair shade? It's really nice, right?
It's
That's the color your hair has always been.
What?
You look
Oh,
exactly the
Yeah,
same.
you're right.
Normal.
we
Good
have to
point.
go back
good
and
point.
retroactively change the art on all the thumbnails.
Right.
Never say
Surprise.
anything.
Hey, let's
Just
go
lighten it.
see the animals. I hear a lion somewhere.
Great. Now hold on. Does that count as an experience? That
Why?
we all just did that.
Why wouldn't it?
So we can leave now.
Yeah, can we get the fuck out of this place?
But what about Henry?
Well, they said that we can get Henry back when we leave, and we couldn't leave until we all had an experience. So I think
They
now we can
also
just go.
said that we had to wait for the big top to get Henry back.
You
So
know, I wonder
maybe-
if we brought the mirror along with us to the animals, if it would have broke because of all the lions around.
Oh my
That is my wife's
God.
favorite joke. You can't say that. Ba-dum-tsh. Yeah, and she's like, so is there any reason why we can't just look around? Like, what if it's just looking at the animals is okay?
We are going to look only because we have to
We
wait.
could ask the attendant to make sure that it doesn't take any bits of our souls or something.
What does it matter? How do we know we even have souls? Nothing really matters.
Pretzel,
Oddly
I don't remember
existential.
you being this emo before.
In
Don't
a
know
very
what you-
pragmatic sort of way.
You don't, I'm sure. You must know me so well.
All right. Listen, I hate it here too. Let's just.
Even Sparks looks really depressed.
Oh. All right, listen, this place clearly fucking sucks, and I'm pissed off, and I don't even understand why. But that's the usual for me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, one of you could have disagreed with that.
Truth accepted.
Truth accepted.
Oh wait, sorry.
Oh,
I
shit.
got so used to hearing it, you know.
Okay. We are looking. We are not doing any more experience shit. We're not gonna touch anything. We're not gonna make a contract with anything. We're not even gonna breathe on anything if we don't have to. We are looking with our eyes and not with our hands, okay?
Yeah,
but
I get it.
Emily,
Okay,
what
let's
if he
go.
goes- what if he goes
no,
swimming and there's a
that's,
manatee there and it starts hugging you and then you can't pet it back? That's aw.
I am
Tim
running after him.
sprints toward the animal sounds that she is hearing, runs straight past the palmistry and up to the animal tent. There is a man out front. He is very thin with a big top hat. If everyone wants to follow, they can.
I lost track of Tim.
Tim is over. Follow the dancing light.
Oh, wow.
Whoa.
Tim is over here,
I like how it's
That's
bouncing
very
along.
far.
That's really interesting.
right? I will get everyone else there. Unless, of course, after you are going to brood somewhere.
No, she'll follow, but she'll be quiet.
See,
Uncharacteristically quiet.
uncharacteristically. I do indeed. There's a man up front, and he is called Professor Pascali. Professor Pascali and his wonderful zoo. Hello, welcome to my wonderful zoo.
Yeah, I'm sure
Thank
it's
you.
great. What's the catch? What part of our soul does it take if we go in here?
There's no part of your soul. This is another one of our free attractions.
Well,
Are the
do
lions
like
going to
things
tell
that are
us
tricky.
uncomfortable truths?
No. Although the animals inside may make requests, if you do not wish to lose part of your souls, then perhaps do not take those requests.
I look
Rutger just
very
says,
pointedly.
There's nothing more they can take from me, and walks into the zoo.
Wow.
God damn.
She needs
All
to
right.
pet one of the animals.
We'll find a nice bunny for
Yeah,
her.
that sounds good. Thanks. Bye. And Tim runs
Emery,
in.
Rutger was the one person I was, counting on to help me wrangle these punks, and now she's dead inside. Shit.
She's also dead on the outside somewhere.
Here, hang on.
Fair.
I'm gonna look at
Good
this guy who's standing in the doorway. He's like, "Hey, you animal nonsense! Can I?
Yes?
Do you have any just random ropes I could borrow just to make sure that my people don't wander off somewhere? They're very prone to doing that.
Oh, you mean leashes? Yes,
I'm not gonna tie it around their necks or anything.
Sure.
Can I just borrow some while we're in there, or else one of them might try to eat your animals?
Oh no, the animals might try to eat them, but not the other way around.
I think either option is bad for both of us. So
Right.
you have anything I could borrow?
I have a ring that will allow you to hold on to a certain amount of
No,
people.
nothing magic. I just need a literal piece of rope you're not using.
You're no fun, you know that?
I have been told this many times. Rope, please.
I unfortunately do not have any rope lying around. There might be some
Then
inside.
you mean nothing to me, and I'm going inside.
Inside.
Oh, wait, I have some rope.
You go. There is rope in certain people's pouches.
Wait, I don't have rope. That's interesting.
Inside, you all see. Hang on a second. Let me get you all in here first. Instead of a tent, a door snaps shut behind you all. And
fuck?
you are now in a glorious banquet hall.
Oh, the animals are rich people. Fucking
Oh,
music.
fancy, yes. I've never heard of a zoo with classical music playing in the background before. Usually it's all
Classical music is a little loud.
I'm going to turn it down. Give me a moment. What? Where are you, my friend? Oh, good lord.
Hey, Chad, how's the volume on the classical music? Are we
There
good?
you go. How's that?
That's better for us,
Excellent.
but how is it for chat?
It should be the same as my microphone. Bingo.
Yeah, people are saying it
Welcome
sounds good.
to the ball. You are in the zoo. It is a huge expanse of wonderful dining halls. You see sharks and cetaceans eating with giant snapping turtles. You see a narwhal dancing with a spider and a bear dancing with a bunny on the dance floor. There is a long trestle table being served, and on it are a goat, a crocodile, a pig, and a camel. Welcome to the zoo as an octopus plays many stringed instruments in the corner. And it is on this tableau as you are all getting ready for a fine experience that we will end it for this evening.
Oh,
Thank
good.
you all for enjoying a beautiful game. Welcome
Yay.
to the ball.
What the fuck? This was just Jay being like, what animals are in Tailspire?
Pulled out whatever I could.
Oh, look at that! It's a crab.
It's a crab. It's a giant crab running around. Okay,
Vernon, do you
everybody.
know him?
Yeah, there's something you don't see every day.
You
Yeah.
can't just ask somebody if they know every crab just because they're part crab. It's not cool.
Are you sure? Are you sure?
So we are going to take a very short break again, another 5 or 10 minutes or so, and then we're going to come back and answer all of your questions. Do not go anywhere. We'll see you all very, very shortly.
Yeah.
Welcome back, everybody. I'm just gonna keep the classy vibes going. So, welcome to our couch co-op area where where the players all at the same time take turns being cooperative in that they are beating me up. This is the section where I give them all bats, and they just mostly importantly. There's a question. So what's going to work is, if anyone in chat wants to ask a question, please type question in big bold letters in front of your question, and I will attempt to answer them as we go along. If I missed your question, either ask it again or don't worry about it for now. We'll see what's up. And then, of course, I will also be taking questions from the people on the couch, or me or anyone else on the couch, or just in general, So while we wait for questions to fill in a little bit from the chat, does anyone on the couch have questions?
Yeah, I have one.
Yeah.
At what point did you realize that giving us this mirror was a mistake?
You know what? I'm still kind of in that sort of part where I'm not sure if it was a mistake, and that I'm still trying to I'm in that sunk cost fallacy bit, where I'm recouping my losses. No, it was actually a good thing that all this happened. It was absolutely a good thing. Honestly, I think it probably was a net good. I mean, I knew you guys were going to use it to get some very specific truths out of it if you could. And anything that I wanted to keep a little bit protected, I made sure I had some layers that ended up working a little too well in some cases. So, yeah.
My fucking dice!
Oh, yeah,
Punished!
You could have learned a hell of a lot more, let me tell you. Some very surprising truths.
Take up so much time.
No. The whole point of that mirror was that so you guys could take up time,
Well,
because that's what this game is about.
that's true.
Taking up time. Let's see here. Do we already have questions? We do.
Yeah, it looks like plenty.
Someone's asking for the dramatic irony story that I
is
promised.
true. You did.
It's
you
a
did
real.
promise it.
It's a real quick one. It's just
Okay.
very silly. So for background, I did go to art school, and for my storyboarding minor, I did have to take a few writing classes. I can't remember if this was in my short story or my screenwriting class, but I remember on the very first day, the professor, who did end up hating me for completely unrelated reasons, is just flavor text, did ask on the very first day, does anyone know what dramatic irony is? And what you have to understand is that this class was mostly hipsters and stoners, because it's a writing class at an art school. And so this one guy raises his hand in the most limp way possible, and the professor calls on him. And that's basically what it was, except without the head roll. And
He made the
the
noise?
professor called on him, and he's like, okay, yes, do you know what dramatic irony is? And the guy said with this exact cadence, a dead butterfly in an ashtray.
Not
And
my
then the
people,
professor
not my
was like,
people.
yeah, pardon? And then he says it the exact same way a second time, a dead butterfly in an ashtray,
this guy
with the
was
meaningful
a
pause in the
literal
middle.
cliche.
Yeah, no. And so meanwhile, I'm sitting 3 rows over, actively trying to eat my hand so I don't laugh.
Do you know what would have been a good joke though? Is if he had said, "I do know what it is, but I'm not going to tell anybody."
Hey, well, see, that would have been if this guy was funny or witty or any kind of positive adjective. And notably, he was not.
Notably, he was not. It's very fun though. You have met some sort of real super drama student in real life.
Oh, I've met several. I went to school with a lot of them.
Right.
Art school? Hard to believe.
Yeah, I know, right?
Supernova Blade is asking, has any of us actually in real life walked through a maze of mirrors, or no?
I've sprinted through one.
That sounds dangerous.
He's around
It's a haunted house.
You heard the sound thunk more than once.
Nah. We were being chased. It was in a haunted house.
Oh, okay. Well,
We got through it very quickly.
I have also not gone through a hall of mirrors.
I've gone through mazes. I've never been in a maze of mirrors.
Yeah. I think they tend to be very expensive to set up, so I don't think a lot of smaller places would have had them in general.
That would make sense.
Also, there's a liability concern.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Some weird
glass.
2D chick just starts running into your mirrors, breaking them.
Stuck in a mirror.
all
It's
those
like,
paper
shit. Somebody go get the VTuber extractor.
Just a big spatula. Just
If you were 2D, you could just turn sideways and then.
Yeah, you'd
walk
think
through
that.
them.
You'd think that, but
surprise. Question from Slyfox, our mod. How's Wrath doing?
Not good.
Not good. It's,
Gotta
it's
love
fun.
a character going through an existential crisis.
Mhm.
Well, I would say the crisis has been resolved, and it's now an existential despair.
Wow. Oh
I
boy.
love
Is that
basically
better or
also,
worse?
more or less,
Worse.
Rathgirther definitely got exactly what she wanted, except not in the way she
Exactly.
wanted it, and it is worse.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's a real dead butterfly in an
Which is-
ashtray situation.
All right.
You beat me to it.
Oh my god. Okay, question from Holostatic Observer. Should Emery not think that she has a genie in her pocket now? I mean, maybe. She doesn't have like the spirit, right?
Am I forgetting a joke we made at some point?
You
I
said
don't
you
know.
don't have a genie in your
Oh,
pocket when
yeah.
you were talking to the mirror.
Oh,
That's
you're
right.
right. You're right. No, I
Oh.
think because Hollow, if you were kind of reading between the lines there, what I was doing is mostly the mirror either took truths and made them, as in took them for itself completely, and therefore it became not true anymore, or it agreed with the truth and kept it in reality because it was funnier. That's the mirror being a fey little fey trickster. So yes, she does not have a mirror genie in her pocket, nor does she think she has. She just understands that she doesn't have a genie in her pocket.
It's like, yeah, yep.
That is true. Yep. Question from Zappers Gotcha Music Hotspot. What a name. Why does Vernon look like that? Because it makes me think he's dead. He is very pale. I don't know, Ron, do you want to field this? Because we made this out of a couple of different actors. All of them horror actors.
Oh, yeah. So
Yeah.
I wanted to make him an amalgamation of Tim Curry, Vincent Price, and Peter Lorre, I think it was. I wanted him to have Peter Lorre's eyes,
Yeah.
Vincent Price's mustache, and Tim Curry's lips. So
Yeah, and my
I just
wife
wanna-
delivered.
I just want to say that if you're going to say you included Peter Lorre in the combination, you do not need to specify it was his eyes.
The eyes.
People can make that leap of logic.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah. Peter Lorre.
Peter Lorre,
yeah.
the man made famous mostly by Looney Tunes interpretations of him, where his eyes are
Yep.
gigantic and like droopy. Yep.
Yep.
Question from, speaking of, Rose Gabold, the artist of the channel. Are all the player characters dead or made from someone dead? No. No, not at all. Not at all. And Rathgirth is not dead.
Rathgirth's dead
Rathgirth is very much
inside
alive.
now.
Yeah.
I mean, technically, if you think
Mhm.
about it, all of our like ancestors and stuff like that, you know.
Yeah, yeah, isn't everyone? Yeah.
Yeah. We are all the echoes of the dead. It's
Yeah.
real.
Death runs in my family.
Yeah.
Jared Savewater is asking, question for everyone: is there any crossovers you'd like to have with any of the like CR players or another podcast in general? Man, a lot of the dudes from Rude Tales of Magic would be very fun coming onto the podcast briefly. I don't know if any of you watch any other D&D podcasts or actual play podcasts in general, but
I Critical Role and the Adventure Zone are the only ones that I've really engaged with.
Yeah, it's just the Adventure Zone for me.
Yeah, I used to watch, or I used to listen to like Dice Funk, and then I also listened to the one Dimension 20, which I really enjoyed. So
I would love to inflict Zephyr
Yeah.
upon any of them, though.
Here's
Very
a
much.
here's a question for chat. Here's one of us asking a question for chat. This is a new
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
Dropout worth it? Should I get a dropout subscription?
yes.
Oh,
no,
for sure.
Hold on. I've had Dropout for a year, and I would stab anyone who took it away from me. Dropout is so good.
It is, yeah.
It is amazing. Yeah.
I also have Jay's Dropout account, and yeah, it's very, very good.
Listen,
So no
Dropout
strong
also
feelings one way or the
actively
other, or-
encourages- yeah.
I've literally started saying, I've been here the whole time.
Yeah, for those of you who don't, who maybe don't watch CR or Dropout or any of the other podcasts, I do include some references in here. For instance, Emery's teacher, Emery's like sword teacher, she's from Exandria. She hinted to it very much. She speaks Zemnian. Is her primary language. That's why she has that accent.
This.
Yeah, and she's like a she's been displaced. She can't find her way back because there's not a very strong connection. Because I just wanted to make an allusion to it. Acquisitions Incorporated is active and alive and well in the universe here. So all of
Did you say that like some stuff from our Thursday game was like in meta universe what created Acquisitions Incorporated?
Yeah, there was like some things that like had a direct influence on the creation of Acquisitions Incorporated in this universe. Yeah, absolutely.
It was my fault indirectly.
Yeah, absolutely. All this Feywild stuff, especially this ballroom. I'm taking huge inspiration from Abria Iyengar's run on Dimension 20, the Fey Court stuff that she did, which was very
Flowers.
Great. Court of Flame and Flowers. It was wonderful. It was beautiful. It was Regency era nonsense. Beautiful stuff. So yeah, there's all of these influences. I wear my influences on my sleeve for this. I think we're a big group of storytellers, and we should be informing on each other as much as possible. And I have certain heroes.
Hold on. Well, you want to take a second stab at that sentence?
Why? What's up? Informing on each other?
Yeah.
Not like in the narc way.
I think you
In
mean
the fun
informing
way.
one another, not informing on one another.
Yes, that one. My brain hurts.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back up to the mirror and say Emery's really mad all the time. Something Emery is like so happy.
She's like, I feel like I had an emotion here. Oh God, no, Sage got her. Oh no, Emery.
Oh no.
That will make sense
all
to
one
people who
universe.
read my webcomic, cast-off-comic.com.
It's true.
The Angry Jar.
Plugs aren't till later.
Jar. All right. A question from Krista Spirit. Any of the characters gonna wonder why Rethgirther even attempted to try and read Emery's notebook? Another wonderfully good, subtle clue.
That's a good
I
point.
feel like Emery thought it, but she didn't say it. She's like, oh, you're just doing this to be funny.
One of the
Supernova
things
Blade
Rethgirther
asks, thoughts on Goku?
God, All right! We're bringing that here.
Back to it. Yeah.
I'm glad you asked. I think great fighter, great hero, great man, great dad.
Yeah. Yeah. Listen.
I'd say maybe not
stuff.
so great dad, but yeah, good
Jim Dark
fighter.
Magic. Jim Dark Magic's absolutely in the universe. I do not want him to actually become part of the canon. I think he's just wandering around somewhere being Jim. Is there any questions from the couch in general? A lot of things happened today. A lot of big things happened today in general.
Everything's
And your
fine.
characters may not remember anymore, but like, there's some big questions going on.
What the fuck is up with Emery's mom? What the fuck? She fucking like ascended or some shit and
some inside baseball here. Not for like what's happening in general, but just how this came about. I asked Star if she knew when exactly I made her mom the thing, because a year ago I told her in confidence that I had no idea. I was playing it by ear because I didn't know which one it was. All I knew is that her uncle was way too easy. Way too easy for it to be her uncle.
And the sister we talked about this at break. The uncle would be too easy. The sister doesn't make any sense. And the dad also doesn't make any sense considering that he's gotten the short end of the stick this entire time.
That's right. And so it had to be somebody, etc. And the funny thing is that when we made Emery's just the character of Emery and Amelia in general, neither of us even thought to ask about her mother for some reason. It just kind of slipped by us because it wasn't what we were talking about at the time, right? It was just other things. And when by the time we realized it, I was like, wait a second.
Because like I was under, like I said, I was operating under the assumption that her mom just died when she was really young.
Well, like neither of us had ever said anything about it, right? No, we hadn't written it down or anything. So I was like, ooh, opportunity. And so that's what I yoinked. And so she might have ascended, she might not have ascended. All you know is that the former Black Staff was involved. And the Black Staff is like a protector of Waterdeep. They are principally tasked with doing things big and magical that will protect the city. So who could say what exactly happened?
What the fuck?
I might still not know. He does not know. Who could say?
That means he does know.
Sly, I'm not answering that question. Where's Emery's mom? Not answering that. I technically answered it in game, but none of the rolls made sense.
I can't believe I rolled a 3 and a 3 and then a 6 on 3 entirely different sets of dice. The universe was conspiring against me today.
Truly.
What the fuck?
Oh, well,
It's
honestly,
really too bad you couldn't hear Vernon playing his drums.
Yeah. It's honestly, it's pretty. That answer would have given you a huge clue. So,
Clue, but not an answer.
no,
Interesting.
It would have gotten you very close. Question: is Vernon permanently cut off from his crabby god form? Oh, I don't know. Maybe I'll have to try.
Yeah, if I hadn't complimented the mirror, I might be able to find out. But
Thanks, man. You complimented the mirror. It folded itself into the nth reality.
yeah, it doesn't know how to accept truths about itself. It can't turn the reflection back on itself.
Why not turn that intellect inwards, Dr. Lecter?
Exactly. That's exactly what I was thinking.
Dr. Lecter folds into another reality.
Like, hey, you can't get away from me that easy.
A census taker once tried to whatever. I don't know.
Get out of the origami dimension and answer my question.
Right. Question from Okramity. Will Zoe be allowed to ask more questions because she wasn't here today? Yeah, I will ask her, but I think she left some very specific instructions about what to do with her character today, and none of it was asking more questions. So I
Wasn't
think
it just like
perhaps,
cause shit?
yeah, cause havoc, and that was mostly her running off to the animals because she heard the animals. And so that was that. She incidentally is finishing up her big video, which is going to be coming out very soon. So keep an eye on Zoe's channel for that. I'm just going to do a plug for
Wahoo.
Zoe right now. It has been a very long time coming, and it was very difficult for her. So please go and give her some love when it comes out.
You might hear a familiar anime girl voice in that video at some point. Wow.
Wow.
I don't mean to rain on anybody's parade, but it's not me.
Yeah, sorry, Ron.
Strange. I thought for sure you were the anime girl in this.
I know. Sorry.
I still kind of do.
Yeah. I actually have a question for Mildred.
Mm-hmm,
Are you cool with being a mushroom robot? Is that is that what you're
I come from?
Stupidest question I've ever been asked in my life. Of course I'm cool with that.
Yeah,
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
I'm going to have a lot to draw after this session is over.
Yeah. I think I don't know, Mildred, do you want to say what your plan had been going into that, or because
So-
Oh, yeah, 'cause we talked about this.
So,
Yeah, Rathguther was going to go in and ask, "Who am I?" And then the thing would respond, "I'm Penelope." And then the truth she was going to trade it was, "I'm Penelope," so that she would forget and believe herself to be Rathguther,
Mhm. That's great.
only to get exactly what she wanted in the worst possible way.
It was it was very good. Remember that thing that I said I had been doing when the back and forth where I had realized that your character was trying to run so hard away from her storyline that by the time you actually started trying to go towards your storyline again, I started to redirect you away from it because it was really funny for me specifically. This is like my continuation of just fucking with you even more. I'm only slightly sorry about it because it's very funny.
Season 2, one of us is going to DM, and you're going to.
That's yep. Oh
You're
my
going to be
god.
in trouble.
What a time
Listen,
that's gonna be.
I still think that at one point I should DM a very silly one shot. I don't
You
think it would
absolutely
be my
should.
silly wizard one shot, but I enjoy DMing things that are quite silly. And so I think there's definitely potential if we ever have like an off month or something.
Yeah, honestly. I know we only play once a month, but still, even then, it might be fun to take a little bit of a break every now and then. So we'll get to some points. I'm sure we want some downtime. Oh, we have a question. Zephyr Music Hotspot again. What a name. Question for Star in general. How's the Tiefling pile coming along?
Oh, it's going. So I'm still missing a few. So hang on, let me rattle off my list. So I've got Emery for this game. I've got Verity from my other game. And then I have a bunch that I came up with and then never got to use. So they're NPCs now. So that's Zephyr, who is my blue wizard. There is Felix, who is my glamour bard. There is Cyrus, who is a combination Fey warlock and enchantment wizard. He's a fucking character. I almost played him for our new Sunday game, but his personality was a little too far off from my own, so I'm not sure if I'm ever going to actually play him, but I like him. And then there was another character that we used in our off-stream Pacific Rim one-shot that we did. He's a little, like, yellowy orange himbo tiefling. His name is Hayden, and he is a sorcerer, because of course he is. and I love him. I'm still missing a few colors, but I know that at one point, one of them will have horns that look like antlers because that is a cool vibe. Check back later. They're going. I'm going to have a rainbow at some point.
True.
I feel like you
Christmas
should already
one-shots.
have the majority of one, yeah.
Yeah. Sly, I do have a series of Christmas one-shots that I wrote up and ran last year. I have one that was based on A Christmas Carol, and I have one that's based
Oh my
on
fucking god!
the
No,
Nutcracker.
we can't do this again, Jay. You gave
Okay.
yourself a migraine because we listened to "All I Want for Christmas Is You" in a minor key for 3 hours.
See, this is a problem because my best Christmas one shot is you guys taking down the Great Lich Mariah Carey, who is in my universe as the lich that is forever living ever because of the music that she puts into all Christmas themed stores. The problem is I can't run that because our channel would get DMCA'd so fast. But Miss Carey, if you are listening, I would adore you coming onto the show to be the Great Lich.
Jesus Christ!
Listen, I will run the Great Lich Mariah Carey if Mariah Carey herself comes on to the show and plays herself as the Great Lich fighting you guys.
Watch us still get copyright strike though.
You heard him, chat. Let's make it
It's our
happen.
song.
Yeah,
I would
One of
love
you's
to
got to
see
know
her
Mariah Carey.
explain this to the label.
Mhm.
You know?
Yeah, it would be amazing. I think she could get it. I think she has the pull. I think she could make it work.
Fucking Mariah
also
Carey
think she
can do
would-
whatever
she
she
would-
wants.
I also think that she would find it funny because I did remember seeing that one ad last year where they filmed her being thawed out of a block of ice at the beginning of
That
December.
was how it started. I used that as inspiration. The Great Lich Mariah Carey rose out of the ground in a block of ice and unthawed and immediately took over all the peasants in the nearby area with Christmas songs. It was a fight. It was an over 2-hour long fight.
And we listened to All I Want for Christmas Is You in a minor key the entire time, and then it gave Jay a psychic migraine for 2 days.
Sorry, does Christmas exist in the world of?
They called it something else.
In the Faerun, yeah, they call it like the Winter Festival or something like that. But yeah, essentially. I also did the Transdimensional Nutcracker, which was very fun for me. I enjoyed that.
I was not in that one.
That one we might be able to do because Dance of the Sugar Plum Fairies and stuff like that is non-copyrightable material, so.
Public domain, bitch!
Woohoo! We can try to get Macaulay Culkin for that one.
Macaulay Culkin. Listen, Macaulay Culkin, if you're listening. Can you get Mariah Carey?
Look,
to
if
come
you
on
don't
the
know
show?
Mariah if you don't know Mariah Carey in chat, you gotta know Macaulay Culkin.
Right.
At least Kieran Culkin. Come on.
Somebody, one of the Culkins. We'll have a Home Alone, but
I'm not sure that Kieran Culkin remains the less famous Culkin anymore.
I suppose so, yeah.
I've never heard of him.
Question for Mildred from Jared.
That's me.
What will be Rathguther's first performance now that she has hit her emo phase?
She has lost her voice. She would never perform.
It's true. It's true. Not even any Linkin Park or anything.
No,
Exciting.
no.
Mushrooms in my skin. These wounds, somehow they're healing.
No, you were supposed to let it hang. You were supposed to let it hang to torture Mildred.
But I came up with the banger lyric.
You did,
I
yeah.
didn't.
Mhm,
We resolved
mhm.
the melody, which is the exact issue that we ran into earlier.
Right.
For anyone confused, before we started streaming, I explained how I have a particular picadillo about when melodies are sang but not resolved.
Mhm.
Who's
I didn't
there?
hear the beginning, so it didn't work. Nice try.
Right. Listen, we're all tunes here. Yes, honestly. Okay, so Sly said something earlier that I didn't catch. Yeah. So I've always wanted to run something for the mods. I would love to run a one shot of just mods. There are mods in Star's server that I promised I would run something for, and Sly is one of them. And it would be really funny to have like a mod game, even if it's a one shot. You know what? I actually have something perfect. A friend recently gave me a little thing that they've been working on called The Butler Did It, and it's a game where everyone's a butler, and you have a series of like butler related skills, and you have to find out which one of you killed the thing at the end of the day. We can have the mods did it, and it would all be the mods, and you would be pulling the mods and see who made the horrible post that needs to get banned. I would.
But Jay, you're also a mod in my server.
It would be very meta because I would be DMing unless you wanted to DM that one. We'll collab. We'll figure something out. We'll figure something out. Let's see here.
You promised it. You have to take responsibility.
Right. IDK is asking for me, how do you make such good plot and good voiceovers? I was gifted with a voice that sounds like an off-brand Ray Romano, and I can change it to almost whatever I want.
Especially Kermit the Frog.
That's just my star impression.
No, yeah, that's Star.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. Okay, here, I'll do psychic damage to all of you guys. I've never watched The Muppets.
Wow, that's incredible.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of artists don't watch their own work. That makes
Fuck off!
Pervert.
No!
We can all have a marathon while we're all eating 7 corn dogs if you want. I mean,
yeah.
Resurrect that.
In terms of good plot, though, one that's highly subjective, but I very much appreciate all of you enjoying the plot threads that I weave together. And I do. Okay, so I say this a lot, and it definitely frustrates all my friends because I don't think I'm as good as everyone keeps saying I am. Because really, what I'm doing is I'm taking the bits and pieces that everyone is feeding me, and I am pushing them together in a way that feels satisfying in my brain meat. So
okay, let me ask you a question.
But that's still a skill.
What would be good if not that? Like, what do you think a good DM does if that isn't exactly the thing?
Mildred, this is what I have been trying to explain to him the entire time that I have known him, and he will not get it through his thick fucking Muppet skull.
Which is weird. Muppet skulls are usually very soft. But yeah, no, like, I mean, that's definitely a part of being a good DM. I get that. It's just, I feel like you're all forgetting that I
What are we
am
forgetting that you know?
Stinky and not good in a lot of ways.
No. We are hyper aware of all of your flaws.
that is so factually incorrect that like it has to be a fiction of your own creation.
Yeah.
If I thought you sucked, would I have kept you up past midnight for like the entire last week, just peppering you with questions about just like random NPCs?
On the fly. Yeah.
I'm just like, I should be asleep, but tell me more about that dwarf twink I love.
Listen. He's like Russell Crowe, but why?
I think Supernova is asking like a real meta question here. What would you do with a $10 Steam gift card in general?
Why am I the butt of all the jokes today?
Oh,
Can
so
we not?
Good.
No.
I'm moving on.
See,
hold on. Before we answer the Steam gift card question. Thank you all seriously for thinking that I'm good. I appreciate it. I am especially. Man, it is such a weird... I'm sorry to go on this little tangent real quick, but it is such a weird thing because I've started being a professional game runner. And I've done it for almost a year now, I think. And I've run something like I'm getting paid on Start Playing to like run private games is what I'm talking about.
Do you hear yourself?
Yeah.
Do you hear the words that are coming out of your mouth where you're like, oh, I don't know if I'm that good. I'm just, I do it professionally for a living. People pay me money to do it.
Right. Right. I get a bunch of reviews that are always so nice, and it is such a weird thing that your brain does because you get a review and you go, oh, that's so nice, and then you cry a little bit, and then you go, yeah, but they're biased. Move on.
So true.
I'm gonna be the party mom for once, and I'm gonna say this is advice that I'm gonna give to you and everyone in chat. When someone pays you a compliment, if you don't believe that it's true, just say thank you. Because by accepting the compliment, you're making them feel good. You're making them feel as though they have made you feel good, and it's a mutually beneficial relationship. So
that is true.
We don't tear ourselves down. We don't, we can all tear down Star, but we're not going to tear down ourselves. Okay. Worth a shot.
No, I
feel like
literally
this is,
just had a clip in my most recent video where I talked about how people who make things need to stop self-deprecating because all it does is hurt you, and just is like, just if you can't say anything nice, then don't say anything at all. And now I'm the butt of the joke. That video made people cry. Fuck you guys.
It's true. It's true. And yes, Star has absolutely gone on a tirade for this, but also Mildred speaking from experience here, because Mildred runs a stream called The Weekend sometimes. I don't know. Have you been doing that lately?
I have not, but I should get back to it.
It's honestly, every time I've tuned in, it was one of the most wholesome things I think I've ever watched. It's great. You all should stop by and see it. And speaking of, I think we're getting really low on time, so why don't we start telling people where you can find us all, starting with the Thought Simo.
I am the Thought Slime. You can find me at youtube.com/@ThoughtSlime for my various radical political rants and various like encouraging of crimes. And if you don't want that in your life, and who could blame you, and would prefer to just listen to me talk about horror movies, you can go to youtube.com/@ScaredyCatsTV, working on a video right now about Delamorte Delamore, or Cemetery Man if you're nasty. Look forward to that.
Ron.
Hi, my name is Ron. You can find me at my podcast at Just a Little Guy, which you can find at justalittleguypod.com. You can find all the links there. That's Lil, L-I-L, as in Lil the Rugrat. I used to have more jokes for this, but I don't anymore. Yeah, and we have an episode just came out featuring Jinx, so you can check that out. It was really cool. It was a lot of fun. And next month we're going to have an episode featuring Mildred. So
And we did some good work together.
it was excellent. It was exactly what I wanted it to be. So
yeah.
So yeah, check it out.
Beautiful. Star.
Hi, I am Star. I am omnipresent. This is going to take 30 minutes. I have a silly YouTube channel where I make videos about art and life and stuff. That is youtube.com/thestarfishface. I also have a web comic, castoff-comic.com. I referenced it in this episode, and if you want to get that reference, you should go read it. Also, you should especially keep an eye on stuff for my webcomic in the next week, because on Monday we are launching the Makeship campaign because we are getting plushies made. Let's freaking go.
Yes.
So that's happening because people kept screaming at me that they wanted it, and I was like, I'm not going to sew all these plushies myself. And so I didn't. And also, if you want to make a web comic yourself, or any kind of comic or whatever, I have a book called How to Web Comic that will teach you all the shit that I have learned over the past there it is. Well, that's the old version. I have an updated version with a more interesting cover that teaches you everything I've learned from 15 plus years of making webbed comics. But also it just has a lot of like writing and art advice in general. So yeah, that's on my website, thestarfishface.com.
You can also find the Muppet Show on Disney Plus.
No.
Wherever Muppets are sold. Yeah.
Banned. Blocked.
Be careful with that recommendation, because they might not take responsibility for your death then.
Well, yeah, be careful. If one of us dies, now we've pitched Disney Plus. We can not be held responsible.
Don't actually subscribe to Disney Plus. There's
Har fiddle dee dee. Stealing from Disney is all right with me. I'm on a roll today.
Hell yeah,
that's amazing. Well, I'm gonna read off for some people who aren't here. Let's start off with Jinx, because once again, Jinx has been doing a lot of our background work lately with editing together our former videos that I was too lazy to do myself, and so she picked up the slack there, and she started to put out that new stuff all over the channel. And in addition to that, I think she's also going to like combine like a small blooper reel that might be coming later on. Not sure. Stay tuned for that. So please, folks, take a good peek. And her stuff is she's got a Twitch channel, Wild Jinx, and she's got a YouTube channel, same name, Wild-Jinx, I believe it is. Yes, it is up on that screen there. And again, hopefully she'll be returning to the show kind of soonish. We'll see. We're working on things in the background, trying to get that done. And then obviously our friend Zoe B, who is not here right now, she is working, and so that is who plays Tim Tam normally, and you can find her stuff at youtube.com, Zoe_B, I believe it is. Yeah, Zoe_B. And yeah, you can find all her stuff there, and she has a lot of talks about I mean, aside from political stuff in general, she also has a lot of literature related talks and English language theory and that sort of stuff that she works through. I think this newest video is about media literacy. So some cool stuff there. And then of course there's me. And I have been told that I am contractually obligated to say that I matter. And so and so there's a gun off screen being held all the way across the country at me. And I must say that I am cool and great and stuff. You can find my stuff right here on this channel. I am going to be uploading more stuff at some point here. It won't just be edited videos of this. Star and I are talking about doing a small series where I do some how-tos and talk about just story making in general. So if I ever get enough time, we will get that done. We are hopefully going to be thinking about doing another streamed game with some other folks at some point. I don't know. Who can say? We want more things to happen to the channel, and I've eased back on my day job so that I can do that. So stuff will be happening at some point. However, if you do want to hire me to run your game right now, I have like one free slot. You can go to startplaying.com, look up the Jaycorn. It will be me. It is this big stupid Jaycorn icon. You can't miss it. And then you can message me and we can get something started and we can see what's going on there. That is about all I have. Unless anyone has any more questions.
Subscribe to the YouTube channel so that we can hit 2K. We're very close.
We hit you 2K already, I think. Somebody said.
Oh, we did?
Yeah.
Guess. I'm going to double check. I don't have YouTube open.
Then subscribe so we can get to 3K.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You think your
Let's get
work
that
is
silver
done?
plaque. When does that silver plaque get here anyway, by the way? It's at 3K,
100K.
I just realized I was muted.
Right? I don't know. 100K.
Don't worry. I'll yell about us on my streams a few more times and we'll get there.
Yeah, just a few more. Yep.
Just a couple.
We're very close. Okay, we're very close, but not quite there yet. But yes, anyways, tell your friends. Find your family members and drag them in front of a computer screen and chain them there.
Tell your
them it's
enemies,
Saw.
too.
You tell your enemies too. Yeah, definitely chain those people up.
It's cool.
Yeah.
Don't tell a bunch of shitty people about our
Yeah, no.
about our
that's a good
podcasts.
point.
I mean, listen, hate comments do still fuel the algorithm and we can just block them. So, hey.
That they do. That they do. Am I missing anything? I know I shouted out the mods at the beginning of the game, but I think I probably should do it again here as we're closing out. Our mods, Sam and the mods are already ahead of me. Sam and Sly, both of them have been working really hard to keep us safe. Please go check out their stuff as well. They're both creators, very wonderful creators at that, and they keep us safe. So please give them a nice shout out and a good thanks next time you see them. And I think that's it. It is now 4:30 EST, and I am going to go eat before I have to run another game.
Oh, good idea.
Busy.
We will see you guys all. When's the next game? Hold on. September 27th is the next game. So we will see you all then in the literal lion's den.
Wow.
Have a good one, everybody. Say goodbye.
Bye, everybody.